Hello, so I just want to say that this channel has passed 50 subscribers, and I think in the past few days there's been a huge increase of views and subscribers, and I don't know why. So if someone can tell me if something happened, that would be nice, but it's cool, I like it, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I just wanted to say thank you, and if you want me to do a weird dance or something, just tell me in the comments or something. So, bye. Okay, hi everyone. Today I'll be doing the, what's it called? Quick to Judge book challenge. I was tagged by Ali from Bookbench, and she also created this challenge. And today I want to do it because it sounded really fun. And yeah, first of all, we get to pick out our books, and I think for that we have to change locations. Hello, it's me again. I just noticed that I never explained what the challenge was. So the challenge is that you pick something from 5 to 10 books and read the first paragraph of each of those books, and then decide which of those paragraphs was the most appealing, and which of those books will go to the top of your TBR. And I just thought that I might give you an explanation, so yes, and now on with the video. Okay, so I'm in front of my bookshelf. I don't know what the right height is. I don't have a chair. I'm just squatting somewhere. So I will pick out the books that I want to read the first paragraph of now. I think I'll pick out some German books as well, because I don't have that many English books that are the first in a series or standalone, so I'll have to get some German books, but I will translate it. I'm a professional translator. I'm not. But let's pick out some books. Okay, so I'll take Tigana. This is the first book because the German version is split into two books. I'll take that one. I will also take Arushan and The End of Time. Then I'll be taking The Vanished Queen. Yes, The Vanished Queen. I don't know if I'm in the picture. If not, that's all right. I will also be taking Light of the Jedi. I can't remember book titles for like 2 seconds. Isn't that sad? I'll also take Spin the Dawn. And Woven in Moonlight. Next, I'll pick out Ruinsong. And also The Seventh Perfection. Okay, turns out I have more English books than I thought. So, then I'll go with Descendant of the Crane. And for my final pick, okay, let's take The Library of the Unwritten. Great. Okay, now that we're back, I brought all these beautiful books. I'll just put them somewhere here where I can grab them. And so in the original challenge, the book that is chosen will go to the top of the TBR, but I will go one step further because I am a 4 bookmark book reader. So currently there's 2 free bookmarks, and I think the one that is the best will get the bookmark. So it will be an immediate read for me, but still not maybe suddenly. Whatever, let's get into it and start with the first book, which is Light of the Jedi by Charles Sewell. I'll just go inside and find the first paragraph. Oh, there's a timeline, long galaxy. Okay, so the first paragraph is The Force is with the galaxy. Yeah, that's quite basic for a Star Wars book, I think. But yeah, not bad. I think you can go with that. It isn't the most exciting thing I've read in my life, but since there's only one book so far, it goes to the top. So you are ranked number 1 now. Congratulations. So next we have Spin the Dawn by Elizabeth Lim. This one's been lying around for a while now, and I really like the cover. It's so pretty, and I also like the synopsis of the book, and I am looking forward to it. But let's find the first paragraph. Okay. Ask me to spin the finest yarn or thread, and I can do it faster than any man, even with my eyes closed. Yet ask me to tell a lie, and I will stumble and falter to think of one. Yeah, so obviously this is about spinning stuff and threads and producing clothing. So yeah, it's a person who can't lie, but who can produce clothing. That's not a word, right? Who can sew clothing, whatever. Yeah, it doesn't blow me away. So I think this one will stay in top, and second place goes to Spin the Dawn for now. Next we have The Library of the Unwritten by A.J. Hackwith. And let's check it out. There's some praise in there. Okay, chapter 1. Ooh, there's a quote. Does that count? I think it does. So, stories want to change, and it is a librarian's job to preserve them. That's the natural order of things. The unwritten wing of the library, for all its infinite magic and mystery, is in some ways a futile project. No story, written or unwritten, is static. Left abandoned too long, and given the right stimulation, a book goes wrong in the head. It's a story's natural ambition to wake up and start telling itself to the world. Okay, I like that. It's kind of mysterious, so you get this library and some books that are not read. I mean, those books are changing if they're left alone for too long. So yeah, I think it's very intriguing. And I think that goes to the top for now. So next we have A Descendant of the Crane by Joan Hay. And I don't know anything about this book, so the cover is nice. Actually, I just want to praise the cover artist, who is also the cover artist for this book, which is why I picked up this book, and who's also the cover artist of Last Night at the Telegraph Club. And I really like her art, and I think I picked up many of her books just randomly because I like the covers. Yeah, I'm that simple. But sorry for Descendant of the Crane. Let's get into that. Okay. A well-conceived costume is a new identity. The father used to say... A well-conceived costume is a new identity, the father used to say, as he put on his commonest cloak. From now until I return, I am no longer the king. Yeah, I think it's a fine first paragraph. I don't think it's that great. So it doesn't... Yeah, so there's a king who pretends to be a commoner from time to time, which is nice of him. I guess to know his people more. But I'm not like, oh, I have to read this now. This sounds so exciting. I guess I'll just... I think it goes to the bottom, to be honest. It doesn't excite me that much. Sorry, but the cover is nice. So let's go on with the next one with the pretty cover. This is The Seventh Perfection by Daniel Polansky. I don't know anything about this book, but look at this cover. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, let's get into it. Okay. So, yeah, that's it. Chilled melon, mistress. The perfect remedy for the afternoon heat. picked fresh from my orchard and drizzled with honey. 3 kel normally, but in honor of the holy day, I will give it to you for 2. Okay, so there's someone selling melons for less than he would normally charge. But does he really? Or is he just trying to scam her and those melons are worth nothing at all because they're moldy? Is that a word? Maybe they've gone bad already and he's still trying to sell them just to make a quick buck. Yeah, but I'm sorry, not that exciting. I think, I think I'd put it even lower than Descendant of the Crane. Yeah, I think it goes to the bottom. I'm sorry. Okay, next we have Woven in Moonlight by Isabel Ibanez. And this one's also so pretty and I want to read it very badly. It was also like shiny. Okay, let's find the first paragraph. My banged up spoon scrapes the bottom of a barrel that should have held enough dried beans to last for 3 more months. Okay, so someone has run out of beans, and may or may not starve now that there's no beans left for 3 months. So you expected beans for 3 months and you got nothing. I think that's not great, and that puts you in a very peculiar situation. Okay, so it's more exciting than selling melons. It's more exciting than kings putting on commoner clothes. I think it's also more exciting than threats. I think that this book still stays above because the Force and Galaxy, I think it's quite catchy. It's a catchy first paragraph. So I think this goes in 3rd place for now. So next we have The Vanished Queen by Lisbeth Campbell. I think it's a standalone fantasy novel, so let's find the... Okay, so there's it's a poem. I'll skip the poem. So, when Carolier became king, he ordered rooms in the library to be mortared shut. Sometimes Anza imagined the insides of the rooms dark, the books and papers ravaged by mice, the furniture and floors thick with the dust of those 12 years. Carolier had expelled most of the masters and locked nearly all the buildings. In the college now, there were 3 masters and barely 60 students who studied under the ever-watchful eyes of Carolier's soldiers. The city had once had numerous printers and booksellers, most of whom had abandoned their shops and turned to some other businesses or been killed. So this is a crusade against books that is presented to me in this book, which I like, which is intriguing. But is it more intriguing than books that come to life and change? I don't think so. I think this earns a solid 2nd spot in this ranking. But for now, this one stays on top. So next we have Ruinsong by Julia Ember. And I don't know who folded this dust jacket, but it doesn't really fit. I don't know, even the person who cut it, it doesn't fit. But let's get to the inside. Okay. I sit in the corridor with my dog in my lap, singing him to sleep. My throat stings with magic as the words of the spell song tumble from my lips. The puppy nuzzles closer, sleeping breath caressing the back of my hand as he snores. His russet ears are as soft as velvet, and he's small enough that his warm body fits in the crook of my knee. His paws twitch, and I lower the key of my song, the way Madame has shown me, and coax him into gentler dreams. So this seems to be about a person who can sing a dog to sleep and provide him with nice dreams. Yeah, it's interesting, I think. But not interesting enough. So I think I'll put it in 4th place right after these 3 books. Right there. Yeah. I'm sorry, Singing Girl. I will get to you eventually, but not in this ranking. So the second to last book is Arushan, The End of Time by Roshani Chokshi. So let's find the first paragraph. Have you ever read a book and thought, wow, I wish I'd written that? The answer is yes, of course. Who hasn't? I mean, if I had written something that was really popular, I'd be rich by now, so maybe I should have written something. Yeah, that's a good first line, I think. Yeah, I like that. Still no books coming to life, though. So I guess second place for Arushan for now. Okay, and the last book everyone's been waiting for is Tigana, the first book in the 2-book series, which is only a series in German because they split the book up in 2 books. So let's find the paragraph and read it. There's maps in there. Okay, so this is not the book. This is quotes from a poem. Okay, so are you ready for some German? Beide Monde standen hoch am Himmel, nur die hellsten Sterne konnten neben ihnen bestehen. Zu beiden Ufern des Flusses brannten Lagerfeuer, zogen sich weit in die Nacht hinein. Ruhig floss der Daiser in seinem Bett, fing das Licht der Monde ein, den rötlichen Schein der vordersten Feuer, warf beides zurück in zitternden Kräuselwellen. Und alles Licht schien sich zu sammeln in den Augen eines Mannes, der am Flussufer saß, die Arme um die Knie gelegt und der nachdachte über den Tod und über das Leben, das er führte. So, let me translate. So both moons were high up in the sky. Only the brightest stars could exist next to them. On both riversides there were bonfires which illuminated the night. The Daiser was calm and caught the light of the moons, the red shine of the foremost fires, and threw both back in... That's not a word I can translate. So in something like waves. Let's go with waves. And all light seemed to come together in the eyes of a man who was sitting at the riverside, his arms around his knees, and who was thinking about death and the life that he was leading. Okay, this sounds good. I think I want to read that. So that's a great first paragraph. I think my translation may have been a bit bad, so I'm sorry for that. But yeah, I think that sounds interesting. So it's hard for me. I think I like that one because the premise sounds exciting, but the prose in this one felt really cool. So I can really picture the scene of this river and the fires and the moons and the guy who's sitting there contemplating. Yeah, but it's hard. Yeah, but I think I will go with the Library of the Unwritten, because this first paragraph was just, it was so promising. It promised me something different, whereas this one just promised me something interesting. But yeah, I think the winner for me is the Library of the Unwritten. You're very welcome to leave a comment if you think that another book should have won, and maybe if there's all of you who say no, you are stupid, I think it should be something else, then I may be swayed to read something else. But based on the first paragraph alone, I think the Library of the Unwritten has done the best job. I also like Tigana, but fortunately, no. Whatever, so... I hope you enjoyed this video. So I think I want to tag some people. So I'm actually not sure who has been tagged already. Let me check. There's a lot of people that have been tagged. So let me just tag the following channels. The Bookish Love of Laura, Reading and Whatnot, Life is Like a Novel, and what's the channel's name? Reading with Lawrence. I'm sorry if that's not the right channel's name, but I will link them down below. So if you're unsure if I called your channel out to do this tag, check out down below if I will find the right channels. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed me reading stuff and me reading something in German and trying to translate it. So yes, I hope you'll come back and see you next time, hopefully.